have been always looking forward to join the legal firm as either a legal assistant or even a paralegal. And it was in the beginning, it was actually very difficult for me. I have struggled a lot. I have contacted so many companies and been like into so much to be able to get into the job, and it seemed so impossible for me. So I kept doing the odd jobs until now, until I met with Leo and Dennis. So the team just supported me, just gave me some strategic approach how to do to companies, and which I was doing wrong until now. And as soon as I applied those strategic approach, I have been now been able to get into the firm, and I've been offered a legal assistant role. When I first was offered that role, I was so surprised and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, it's it's impossible. It was impossible, and now I made it possible thanks to Leo. If I didn't take his course, which I was hesitant before, because like many students might think it's actually not really reliable,
Mm.
because these kind of job are not made for international students in Perth. They always just gave us the odd jobs, but Leo made it actually possible for me, and I still can't believe like I did make it, and I'm starting my journey soon in the legal firm. Thanks,
Wow.
all thanks to Leo and the team.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Yashima. Thank you, thank you. Now
yeah.
let's just do a bit of rewind here. So you said that you came here about 6 years ago,
Yep.
and do you remember what were some of the odd jobs you were doing when you first came here? What
So
was
I've been, yeah. So I've been always been doing like cleaning jobs and catering jobs. I've been doing cleaning in everywhere as well as catering in every college, aged cares, like been always applying like kitchen job, kitchen hand job, like just been trying to apply for odd jobs until now. And I have never been able to, yeah, I've been also applying for legal job, but I never been able to get into it. But until now, I've just been doing those jobs
it?
like cleaning and catering.
And obviously because your background is in legal, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't work in your field and you keep working odd jobs. So what were your feelings and what sort of thought process you go through?
Yeah, so it was actually so hard for me. Every day I just come home and I just think, how many years will I keep doing these kind of jobs here? And especially my parents were not really happy at all to see me doing all of these odd jobs, getting home tired, exhausted, not able to do anything afterwards, no social life and all. So then my parents were even encouraging me to just come back home and just try to see if we can get something better for me there, but I kept saying, no, I will struggle and I will try to get into my field. And yeah, that's what I've been doing until now. And when I first got the job offer as a legal assistant, when I told my mom, she was so thrilled and like so proud of me. She was like, you actually made it. And that's what we wanted. But it was a really hard journey to just go through cleaning and catering. And since I've got that job now, I just thought, when I did my last day at the cleaning and catering, I'm like, thank God now I'm off from this odd job and I'm off from this like hell kind of thing. Yeah.
So you were, it's like a relief, isn't it? To
It's a big relief for me. Yes,
yeah,
it
I
is.
can tell.
I was, when the day I got the offer, like I just kept doing calls to all my friends, to my parents back home, everyone. And today I'm proud to say to my family and my hometown as well, relatives, that I have a good job in Australia, which most
Uh,
of the students doesn't have now.
of course, of course, of
Yeah.
course. And
Mm-hmm.
so you say you came here when you first came here. Was it you were on a student visa? Oh,
Yeah, I was on tourist visa, and then from tourist visa, I came onto student visa. So I had to study different areas of things. So that I studied leadership and management, which didn't lead me to anywhere, as well as I did civil and construction design to be able to apply for PR. And my hope, my other objective is to, like, once I get the PR, then I do my, like, I'm able to practice as a lawyer, like do my course in the law studies and like just practice as a lawyer here. So yeah, until now I've been doing just like different courses just to stay in Australia on student visa.
And I think your story, I think a lot of viewers watching this, I'm sure they can relate. I've seen a lot of people, they do the civil design course that you mentioned,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Drafts
simply for
person.
the sake of the visa,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
But it's obviously because it's not what they want to do. It's a really hard decision, isn't it, to
Mm-hmm.
study something that you are not passionate about.
Yeah, definitely. It was really hard for me. I didn't have any interest at all in that course, and I still don't have any interest in it. After finishing it, I was like, I just left it like this. I didn't care about what I completed in that. I just started looking forward for my legal career after I finished this course. I
Yeah.
didn't look back on this one.
Yep. And now fast forward, so you know about us. So can you tell them how do you get to know about us? 'Cause this is a good story. How do you get to
Mhm.
know about us, and what makes you decide to say I'm gonna join Leo program and I'm gonna get a job?
So to be honest, like I met my lecturer in the college while I was doing my civil construction design, and I told him about my story, like how I've been struggling to get into the legal firm here. And then he recently got a job in his field through you, and he I don't know, behind the scene he just told you about me, and then when you came in touch with me he told me that Bikash has recommended me to you. So I just went through your website, your Google review, and just tried to check if there's anything that you can help me with. So I was first very scared to put my money at stake because yes, you're not that cheap. You're very expensive. But the thing is, even though the money that I put at stake was really worth it, like I had to seek advice from my parents whether I invest into it or not. And my mom told me, you know what, just do it and just see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, that's okay. So then I decided, I just called you back straight away, and then I just said yes, I will go for it because your way of talking to me also seemed like quite interesting, and it seemed like convincing enough for me to be able to move forward.
Mm. Yeah, I felt like it was just yesterday, Yashima. I felt it was just
Yeah.
so recently, right? And I talked with you, and you told me you're looking for work in legal, but then when I realized that you didn't, you were actually study with my student Bikash, who was your
Mm-hmm.
lecturer, and he
Yeah.
clearly teaching civil design. So I'm like, why does she looking for a legal job when she study civil design? In
Yeah,
my head, I was like,
definitely.
what's going on here, right?
Yeah,
Now
everyone
that
is
you
thinking
explain,
the same. Yes.
I can
And he
understand.
was also asking me that question, like, how come you want to become a legal assistant rather than just thinking of becoming the draftsperson? Because that's what everyone's looking forward to. But then I just said this, and also like I when I saw like I don't have any work experience in Australia, so
Mm,
this was the most challenging part because the strategic way you taught me as well, where I went through it, and some of the companies gave me like positive outcome, but some they told me that since I don't have an experience in Australia, I might have to wait until I get PR or until like I get some work experience in Australia, then only I get into this job. And I found it becoming quite impossible again. But then with your all of your motivation that you kept giving us, it kept making me wake up every day and just think, yes, I can do this, and a good
mm,
outcome will come.
yes, yes, and here we are today, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, definitely.
Now let's talk about the program itself. So once you have joined the program, Ishima, I believe you have learned a lot from our
Mm-hmm.
program. what could be the top three biggest takeaways from our program that really have been a game changer for you?
So the top things I would say is always follow what you've been giving advice on. Never give up when you keep on pushing us. Like we do get a lot of push from you, but never give up, never be angry or things like that, because whatever you've been doing is just to make us get into our dream job as soon as we can, rather than just wait for a longer time period. As well as I would say to, yeah, always seek an advice from you before we really apply for any job. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk
Hmm.
about the first one. You say just simply follow our advice, and then we teach you about the whole concept of cold calling,
Yeah.
walking, and
Hmm.
following up, and many more. But let's talk about the cold calling because before this program, did you know how to cold call the employers?
No, I never knew how to cold call, so I was always doing it the wrong way, just calling and just introducing myself, but not really up to the standard that they require us here to do it. So just when I was doing cold calling, it will just hang up onto the receptionist, and that's it. That's the end of the conversation, which never goes on. But
Mm,
after meeting you, then the cold calling process goes to the reception, from reception to the director, which is actually a good step. Like it progress further.
exactly, exactly. And do
Hmm.
you feel that the cold call scripts that we gave you was that useful?
The cold call script was always very useful. This is through this cold call script I've been able to land into my job today.
So nice. And then we talk about walking in, Yashima. I think
Hmm.
that's another technique itself. I think a lot of the viewers watching this, they might think they can just show up at any employer's office and just
Hmm.
come in and asking for a job, and they will get a job. Do you think it is a technique that they need to learn, or they can just wing it and say,
No, they Yeah. So if they just walk in without the proper advice or proper strategic approach, I don't think they can ever make it. It's never going to happen. So it's better that we do the walking in the proper way, because most of the companies might just get frustrated seeing you there and just without any appointments. But if we know the very best way to tackle these people, it's through this way that we can get into our dream job. It's not
exactly,
easy to do walking.
yeah.
We have a lot of fear to do it, but we have to do it. And once we keep doing it, the fear just goes away. Yes.
I remember one of the things I teach you, right? About the fear, remember?
Yes.
Can
Yes.
you tell
You
them? Can you
did.
tell the viewers what are the thing? One thing I teach you about the fear.
Yeah. So if we fear, we have to actually fear to be able to succeed. We have to have the fear to be able to succeed. If we don't confront it, then we are not able to succeed.
Exactly,
Second,
exactly.
yeah,
Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Feel it,
yes, yes,
do it anyway.
yes.
Very good, very good. And I believe one of the other thing I teach you as well, Yashima, is the pitch. I
Mm-hmm,
believe I remember the first time when you did a pitch with us, you were not even aware that you know a lot. I think you
mm-hmm,
underestimated yourself. But
yep,
once we start to put your pitch together, then it actually make you sound a lot better than
mm-hmm,
thought it would be. Tell,
yeah.
tell, tell them about the importance of having a very good elevator pitch when you go out and networking and talking to employers.
A good elevator pitch is the most important part, and that's the one that plays the role that decides whether you are fit for a company or not. Because if you wrongly introduce yourself, which everyone's been doing at the moment, so if you keep doing it this way, it's really hard to get into what you want, because there is a type of way that the companies wants a candidate to be, and This can help you be the best candidate for them, because all candidates will just follow a normal way like everyone else does. But if you follow what the elevator pitch is, what Leo has been provided us, it definitely makes you stand out
Mm.
of the group, of the competitive environment. As
Right.
this has happened to me, I have been attending a lot of networking events, which Leo suggested in the beginning of the course, I remember. So he just said to just go to networking events. It was difficult for me to go there. When I went there, everyone already in the legal firm, and the question they've been asking me is, from which firm are you? And it was
Mm.
very weird for me to say I'm not from any firm at the moment. I'm
Mm.
just doing odd jobs, and I was like, okay. I had the fear of even to go and approach these people, but then after some time, I just thought, okay, I need to stand up and just talk, and I just went and used the elevator pitch to so many of the employees, like maybe 10 employees from that place. I went to each tables and just talked to them, and they were very impressed. And they said, first of all, you have such a courage to come and in when where you don't know anyone and you're not into the firm yet, and you're just talking like this. It's really good. And when I went for the interview, they even told me that they were impressed by the way I approached them. I didn't approach them through the networking event, but I just browsed on LinkedIn,
Huh.
which is the main power of this thing. So I just connected with them on LinkedIn, and you need to know the strategic way of this one as well. So they
Huh.
were actually very impressed by the way I connected with them on LinkedIn, with all the three directors who were in that law firm. And this is why they chose me today. They told me, I think you are the best fit for the company because the way you approach us is very different from what others are doing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And for those who are curious, the job that you got, was it advertised or was it not advertised?
It wasn't an advertised job at all. It was just an internal thing that was happening at the moment, and they were thinking about advertising it. But then I already contacted them, and they were surprised. So they thought, okay, let me call that girl for an interview. And they did a phone call interview and as well as a face to face interview, which went out very well. And when they told me I'm the first candidate for this role, I was like, my chance is way much higher for being hired because they didn't advertise it yet. However, they advertised for legal receptionist, which I was not really willing to do. And they were like, they offering me the legal assistant role.
Wow.
Yes.
So, so happy, so happy. Okay. And obviously when it comes to the interview as well, Yashima, we also did a
Hmm.
great preparation for you. Tell them
Yeah.
how important is Danny's preparation for you in your interview. Did that make you feel more confident going into the real interview?
Yeah. The way that Dennis prepared the interview is very comprehensive. To be honest, it's a lot to learn, but if you tackle it and just go and do what's been told in the interview preparation, it actually helps a lot. This really helped me a lot, and I felt more confident when I attended the interview. And this was prepared like for me, like 2 3 days before, so I could get enough time for me to just prepare, because like he just doesn't wait for the last minute of the like last day to go for the interview preparation. As soon as I tell him I got an interview schedule on that day, he's onto it and just will send me a preparation list. And it's really helpful because like it helps me to understand which are the type of questions that I might expect. And these type of questions actually came up to me on the
Mm.
interview day. And by preparing myself for it already, I
Uh,
was confident to talk, and I overtalked sometimes. Yeah, but it was good. Yes.
and it's not just about answering the question, but it's also about asking them the question as well.
Asking the questions, yes, definitely. I would agree on this one because uh, almost all the interviews that I've been doing before, not for this job, but for other odd jobs, I've never known the about asking the questions. Whenever employees used to ask me if you have any questions, I always say no, I don't have any questions further, and I always end up the interview like this. But now I know the importance of really asking questions to interviewers.
Absolutely, because no one else would think it's even possible to ask the employer question, but that's what
Yeah,
we train
definitely.
you, right? That's
Yeah,
what we train you. Okay,
yeah.
probably last two question here, Yashima, is when are you going to start the role, and how does it make you feel now to finally can call yourself professional?
Yeah, so I'll be starting this job on Monday, the 29th of June. And I'm already feeling so excited about it. Like, I'm feeling so excited to tell everyone at my workplace, okay, bye. I'm going to land into a better job now. And they all are surprised and they all are liking it. They are like, that's a really good step that you took. And yeah,
Uh,
I'm so excited to go for it. And
that's
thanks to you, I've, sorry, yeah,
no, no, no. I'm really glad to hear that, Yashima.
yeah.
Um, Probably last one question is for those who's watching the Yashima and they are thinking to invest themselves in our job coaching program, would you recommend them to invest in it? And if yes, what are maybe three reasons why they should invest in our program?
Yes, I will tell everyone if you taking an opinion, if you want to take an opinion from me or an advice as to whether to invest, whether it's worth it to invest into Leo's education, I would definitely recommend you guys to do it. Don't think, don't give a second thought. It's very important that you invest into Leo Lee. I promise you guys, you will end up in at least interviews or even land into your job within the time period that he's teaching. Some of the students in my class itself have been able to secure in their job just within like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and
Mm,
not even completed the course, but already gone into their job thanks to Leo. And I would recommend because his way of teaching you how to walk in into companies is very good. His way of teaching you how to do cold call to employees is like amazing, which no one else knows it. It's
thank you.
thinking out of the box that he does. And another thing is also I would recommend because he helps you to prepare for the interviews. He prepares you to have a very good CV, which has been very helpful for me, to be honest. And I've until now I have been always doing my CV wrong and the cover letter as well, which are the two main important things for you to be able to be called for an interview in Australia.
Thank you so much. Hey, Joshua, you know what? I knew you would get a job. I talked with Dennis behind the scene. Right? I said, Dennis, if there's one person who get the job, it's got to be Yashima because you put in the effort. She
Yes.
always smiley, always happy, always say, "Hey, Leo, I've done this, I've done that." Always report back to us, and I'm like, "There's no way she wouldn't get a job." And Dennis was like, "Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, for sure, Leo. This, I have no surprise. Like, not both of us, none of us is surprised. I mean, this
Oh,
is
thank you.
so like expectable from us. Obviously, because I know what is behind the scene. Maybe
Yes,
from your
yes.
outside, your friends might not know, but because we are
Mm-hmm.
the ones who work with you, we totally understand it. I'm so
Yeah.
happy,
Thank
Yashima,
you so much. Yeah.
and I wish you really, really all the best for this new endeavor. This
Mm-hmm.
is just the beginning, right? So
Yeah.
you have to make sure you continue working hard. Do not take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, impress the employees so much that they might even consider sponsoring you or keep you for longer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because once you prove yourself and they find that they really need you, they will do everything to keep you,
Yeah.
and
Definitely.
that might also help with your, for your PR and your future visa,
Yeah.
uh, PR as well. So all the best, and please tell your friends about us so
Thank
we
you. Thank you so
continue
much.
to
I will
help more.
definitely share. I started sharing with some of my friends already. Yes. So just hoping
Okay, no problem.
good for you.
Enjoy. Have a good
Yeah.
night, and I will catch you soon. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so
Cheers.
much,
Bye.
Leo.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.